Okay, this is to make a second clasp, which is the lima bean clasp. So essentially it takes these individual lima beans and it makes a clasp between two of them by making a mechanical and a magnetic connection between the two. So it gives options for the graduated lima bean. Any necklace can be smaller and have a clasp, and this is an option to the circle. So first it starts with a piece of steel, and this is, I think it's 0.052 inch.
Was that 1/16?
I think it's 1/16,
Yeah.
or it's, I forget the gauge, but it's pretty thick. You need that, you need a piece of that cut out into this shape. You need four 1/16 by 1/16 by 1/4 magnet with the polarity coming out the ends, so running in line with the long direction. Then you need 6 pieces. You need the top piece, which is the female part, the bottom piece, which is the male part. The first thing you do with this is you take the piece of metal, and I guess you layer up the strings go on one side. You layer up the middle piece to the bottom piece. You glue the piece of metal in there. So it will be glued, but it also has a mechanical connection with those circles, so it cannot slide out. This little notch has to be pointing toward the tail end of this. So you get that glued in, and then you hook your cords or cables, and then the top piece fits on top of that. This is what it looks like. Just lock it like that. The other side, you take the bottom piece, you glue the middle piece on, which perfectly lines up. Then you take the 4 magnets, and running in line with they have to be in line with this piece. They fit in there. It's a very snug fit. They have to be mounted completely against the top and in the side. And now you'll see how this works. This piece comes in and it goes straight back, and the magnet locks it. So that gives it a lot of its strength in holding it together. It actually has to be pulled apart. But since the strings come out on this angle and they come out on this angle, if it's tugged, this little notch locks in place. If you try to pull it in this direction, it locks in place, and it gives it an extra added locking ability. So then to get it apart, you have to slide it the other way and then slide it out. So slides in, locks, slides out, out. So once that's in place, then the top piece gets glued on, with the strings or cables get put in, the top piece perfectly aligns, and then you have the male and female clasp, and all you see is that tiny piece of silver steel in the middle. This one, all the rest of the pieces are double thick, so this one is triple thick, so you should be able to find it behind your neck, and then it just slides in, locks. Those magnets will be locked, glued in, so they won't come out. And that should do it.